Hey there! Today we're going to be working with some of the stuff hopefully you've been saving in your recycling. I've got together a cereal box and some egg cartons, some stuff that came in a package to protect it, some toilet paper tubes, paper towel tubes, anything you've got, little boxes. Make sure that your toilet paper is off of the rolls and that everything you've got is kind of clean. So we need stuff, and the more stuff you have, the more stuff you can create. So yes, the next thing you'll need, if you want, is paint and a paintbrush. You'll need glue, and you'll need scissors. And I started out doing just one solid color of paint, and then I needed to add a splash of color, so I added some color in mine. But you could do all one color, you could do many colors, or you don't have to paint at all. So once your stuff is all painted and dried, then kind of set it out to see your loot, see what you've got and what you want to do. Some of the stuff I cut before I painted it, and some I just, obviously this is the egg cartons, I cut that before I painted it, and some I just left whole. I've also seen it where people put together their whole sculpture and then they paint the whole thing. So there's lots of options. What I did, if you had a cereal box, or this was the end of a watercolor paper pad, so it's thick cardboard, and that's going to be my base. And I painted it to match my sculpture. And like I said before, I was going to do it all blue, and then I just needed to add a little splash of color. But that's why this bottom is blue. If you had a cereal box or some heavier cardboard, that makes a good base for the bottom. And then just start laying your stuff out. See what appeals to you. I'm using tacky glue today, which I find works really well. It's really thick. If you had a low temp glue gun and wanted to use that, you could. Here's a little soap box. Let's see. I think I'm just gonna have at it. The only bummer with this glue is that it's real thick, and sometimes it takes a while to come out. I'm just putting this on this bottom. I'm gonna just push it in place. It's gonna dry clear. I'm gonna do the same with this. There's not a big base for the toilet paper rolls to stick to, so if you wanted to use, another idea would be to wipe your glue on there with a Q-tip. It might be easier. Here I've got the half of toilet paper rolls that I cut before I painted. I'm just gonna kind of lay things around. I don't really have an idea, but I do know I want to cut some things. Let's see. I'm gonna cut this toilet paper tube into a little ring. Pop. Oh, that's kind of cool. Ooh, 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 I like that happening. You can kind of lay your stuff around and see what appeals to you before you glue it on, so you're not stuck with one thing. That's kind of fun. Now what I'm gonna do, this stuff I thought was really cool, and the paint didn't stick to it all the way, which I kind of liked. It just looks different. It's the same color, but it just gives some kind of texture. I don't really know what I'll do with it, but maybe I can gather it up like a fan or something. Maybe stretch it out. I don't know. Ooh. Maybe I like that. Kind of cool, kind of like a wave there. So if you left everything the color it was, brown from the cardboard or white from the packaging. That might be super cool too. And if you got to the end of your sculpture and you wanted to add color, you could just paint the whole thing, you know? I don't know what, let's see. Let's stick this. If you're using Elmer's glue, you might just need to hold your stuff together for a second longer before you pull it apart, just because it maybe doesn't stick so well as heavier glues. This is a soap box, ivory soap box, and I just taped up the sides. I don't really know what I'm doing here, but I'm having fun creating. Oh, we've got these. What to do? It's kind of a craggedy mess. It's like a little teacup. Oop, I don't know if that's gonna stay. Maybe I'll put the glue on this part. Now, some of this stuff, it's gonna take a while to dry. I might even put something, if I had something heavier to put in here to kind of weight it down while it sets, I might do that. But since I don't have that thing right now, I'm gonna, let's see. Okay, now, oh shoot. Sometimes mistakes turn out for the best because I like that better. I like that better a lot, and it needs a little friend next to it. Okay, here we go. How fun is that? It's like Pete the cat, right? Like, did he cry? Goodness, no. Because sometimes mistakes turn out to be even better than what you originally planned. Amazing. Here we go. Check that out. Awesome. And maybe I'll do, I'm going to cut this down the middle into a skinnier little canoe boat thing. Okay, I didn't paint the whole inside of this, so I'll have to put it this way. That's cool. That's cool. Oh gosh, now we need to start adding some of this color. Oh, I should have worn my bracelet that I made with these. Love that color. Oh, that's fun. Maybe I'll put it up here. What? Okay, I don't really know what I got going on here, but I like the start of this. And you can see that you can just, if you're holding on to your recycling at home, I mean, there's so many things you can do with this stuff. You could even make a flat sculpture, right? Like, you could cut the toilet paper tubes, right? And you could have eyes and, I don't know, a mouth with some of your egg crate stuff. You know, like, there's just so many things you can do. It's just having some glue and having some scissors and some time and an imagination. And you guys all have that. So have fun making your sculptures.